Are you ready to count down with me? 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to 2023. May this be the year where anything is possible. As we return to the classroom in January, it's always a good idea to form a goal or New Year's resolution for ourselves to help us become a better person in the new year. Some people choose to become a better friend. Other people choose goals to help them do better academically. Whichever one you choose, you're going to become a better person as long as you work hard to achieve your goal. Instead of writing a New Year's resolution, we're going to think of one word that will describe us as a person in 2023. When you're choosing your word, think about one thing that you can do to improve yourself as a person. Think of one word to describe yourself as you strive to reach for that goal. Make sure to keep it positive. Everyone wants to be around the new you. Make realistic goals. Make sure that you can reach your goal, because if it's too hard, you're not going to work on it. And who is going to motivate you? Mom, dad, friends, teachers, and even yourself. You can do it. The words that we're going to go over today are not only good in helping you become a better person in 2023, but the words that we're going to go over are also good in helping you develop your vocabulary. These words are longer, and many students don't know what they mean. So as we go through each of these words today to describe ourselves in 2023, hopefully it will become a part of our prior knowledge now. And when we read a new story and have to find a character trait that describes that character, maybe we're going to remember some of the words that we went over today that can also describe the character in the story that you're reading. Let's take a minute to brainstorm some positive character traits together. Maybe you read a great fiction book where the fictional character in the story has some positive traits. Or maybe you read a biography about a famous person that you really look up to. Whichever you choose, here are some things to look for. Look at the dialogue or what the character says in the story. You can also pair that with what the character does in the story. When you put it together, you're able to infer or draw a conclusion that helps us to decide what the character trait is that describes the person. Which was your favorite character trait that you came up with? Wow, those are some really good character traits that you came up with. I might use one of them for my New Year's resolution this year. Here are some of the positive character traits that I brainstormed. These are the words that we're going to work on today during our reading challenge. Respectful, responsible, resourceful, loyal, generous, brave, tidy, confident, leader, patient, cooperative, determined. It's time for your reading challenge of the day. So grab a piece of paper or something to write with, and let's start learning about character traits. Now that we've brainstormed some great positive character traits, let's see if we can apply it to our reading. We're going to read a paragraph about a character and then see if you can figure out the best character trait that matches what the character did or said in the story. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Rudolph learns how to be a team player. Rudolph works together with all the reindeer so Santa can deliver presents to children. Which character trait best describes Rudolph? Look for clues in the paragraph so that it helps you figure out which character trait is best. Pause the video, write down your answer, and unpause your video when you're ready to check it. If you said that the answer was cooperative, then you are correct. Rudolph worked with the other reindeer to help get the job done. There are probably other character traits that we can use to describe Rudolph, but in this example, cooperative fits best. I was lucky enough to meet Rudolph when I went to Busch Gardens Christmas Town over the winter holiday. I had a great time there. Number 2. Carson loves playing sports. He sets goals for himself and works hard to achieve them. Even though he messes up sometimes, he practices harder until he gets better. Which character trait best describes Carson? Pause the video and write down your answer. If you said that the answer was determined, then you are correct. Carson was working hard to achieve a goal. He was trying to get better in one sport. If we look at the pictures, we can think of another character trait to describe Carson. He's playing ping pong, baseball, and cornhole. Since he's trying to get really good at 3 different sports, we can consider him as an athletic person. Nice job! Number 3. I feel good when I help others. Over the summer, my family helps feed those in need with our church. We also volunteer during children events. In the fall, we may help the elderly by raking their leaves. Which character trait best describes our family? Pause the video and write down your answer. If you said that the answer was generous, then you're correct. When you're a generous person, you're giving to other people in need, and you're also thinking about others instead of yourself. Don't ever expect anything in return. Here are some ways that you can be generous. You could serve food to the homeless or to those in need. You could volunteer your time. You can walk someone's dog for free. And you can even donate toys to a shelter, especially if you're done using the toys. Number 4, fishing isn't always easy. You have to wait hours and sometimes even days to catch a fish. Whoa, I think something's finally nibbling on my line. Which character trait best describes Mrs. Taylor? Pause the video and write down your answer. If you said that the answer was patient, then you are correct. Mrs. Taylor was patiently waiting to catch a fish. I not only caught one fish, but I caught 2 fish on that trip. It was so exciting. Here are some other ways that you can be patient. You can be patient when you're waiting for a new video game to come out. You can be patient when you're waiting in turn for a really long line. And you can also be patient when you're waiting for your game to load because sometimes it's laggy. Alert, alert! No complaining allowed. If you complain, you're not being patient. Number 5, dear friend, I promise that I will always be there for you, no matter what. When things go well, I will cheer you on. When you are sad, I will sit with you. Even when we make mistakes, we must forgive each other. Thanks for being my best friend. Which character trait best describes the author of this letter? Pause the video and write down your answer. If you said the answer was loyal, then you're correct. You can be a loyal friend, classmate, and you can even be loyal to your dog. Here are some things to remember about being loyal. Remember to be there for each other, no matter what. Always keep your promises. Always tell each other the truth. And finally, be forgiving if they make a mistake. Those are all great ways that you can be a loyal person. That's the end of our task cards. But wait, there's more character traits that I can share with you. You might want to strive to be a more respectful person in 2023. Treat others nicely. Use good manners. Speak calmly and don't interrupt. Don't talk when others are speaking and wait your turn. And always follow the school rules. This will ensure that you're going to be a respectful person in 2023. Maybe in 2023, you want to be a more responsible person. That means that you're going to do what is expected of you and not make excuses. On the left side, my children are taking out the trash and washing dishes. So those are 2 chores that you might have to do at home. Make sure to do them without complaining, and it will make your parents' day. You can also be responsible at school by taking care of your school supplies and getting your schoolwork done on time. Do you avoid doing things because you don't know how to do them? Well, try being more resourceful in 2023. Find clever ways to do things and solve problems by asking for help. You can ask a student, a parent, or even a teacher for help. And if you don't know how to spell words, sometimes you can take care of it yourself by looking in a dictionary or looking it up online. Try to be brave in 2023. You might want to ride a new ride like a roller coaster if you've never been on one before. My family was brave and rode Pantheon together one time. You might want to try something new. It could be a new talent or a new sport. Or in Ashley's case, we tried a new haunted house at Busch Gardens. It was so much fun. You can try to read a word even though you were scared of reading it wrong, or try to solve a difficult math problem if you don't know how to solve it. Whatever the case, ask for help and be brave and just do your best. Finally, try to be a very confident person. Think, I can do this. Think of the little engine that could. I think I can. I think I can. Try your best. Believe in yourself. Make sure you're smiling and always be positive. That makes a confident person. So, which character trait did you choose to work on in 2023? Wow, those are some really good character traits. We're definitely going to help make the world a better place in 2023. I think my words are either going to be tidy or organized. This year, I'm going to work on the playroom. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to get rid of things that we don't use anymore. And then I'm also going to buy some storage containers so that I can put some things in and organize them, especially my props and my costumes. I wonder if I can find a robot to do all that for me. We'll see you again next time, boys and girls. Goodbye.